Yo, what's up, y'all? Today I'm talking about how gamers love to spend money. So, in the past few days, there have been a couple of Nintendo Direct like presentations. First, from Nintendo, there was the Indie World, another independent video game showcase video, and Sony made their own Nintendo Direct copycat again, State of Play. I thought about making a reaction video to the Indie World video, but I'm glad I didn't. I flipped through the video and I wasn't really interested in many of the games. Maybe the only game was the last one. I won't spoil it. And I didn't even watch the State of Play video. So the title of my video was, Why Are Gamers So Eager to Spend Money? Of course, this only applies to gamers with an income, but it also applies to kids who might not have the income to spend on games, but they want to spend it. And I think the answer is a more deeper answer than people may want to admit to. I think it all comes down to consumerism. Consumerism is basically a disempowered state of being where we feel like we have to spend money to get happiness. I used to actually be like this. I used to live for Nintendo Directs. Nintendo was the only thing that made me happy in life, which is kind of sad. You shouldn't be like this. You shouldn't be affected that much by people around you, by what they do. So your happiness shouldn't be dictated by the products of others. That's really messed up. So the low vibration of consumerism comes from the feeling or belief of disempowerment, whereas you feel like you are powerless to make yourself happy, so you have to use money to get temporary feelings of pleasure or happiness because you feel like you can't make yourself happy, so you have to spend money to make yourself happy. Or maybe it's just people being lazy. Instead of making ourselves happy, we use money as a shortcut to make ourselves happy. Maybe it's all a part of this physical dimension we live in. We have to buy food or make food. We're not making food with just our minds. So food is external and then we ingest it and we become well. Maybe that's where it comes from. Because we're conditioned to eat food, which is an external source. We also believe that other happiness comes from externally. And I think life is about balance. If you're just constantly looking for the next video game to make you happy, then your journey will never end. Of course, this might make video game developers and publishers really happy because you will keep buying their games. But at some point, you're going to realize that you're never completely happy. You're like almost happy, but you don't get there. So for a while, you keep buying games from your favorite game company. But then after a while, you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, why do I keep spending money and when I don't get fully happy? I think that's kind of what happened to me. During the Wii U era, I used to buy every game I was at least a little bit interested in, and I would force myself to beat it. I think there are at least two camps of gamers. One camp is the one that plays one or two games or a few games a lot. So they get really good at the game. They play online. They get really competitive and stuff. Either it's out of necessity, they don't have the money to buy other games, or it's out of choice. They choose to because they love the game so much. And there's another camp of games. They're more stuck in their brains. They just want to know about every game. They want to be in the know. They want to know about every major release so that they could talk about it. And even if they don't talk about every major game release, even if they're not video game journalists, they just like having that information in the back of their brains because it feeds their egos. I'm not saying either one is better than the other. It's all a matter of choice, but I feel like playing only a few games a lot is better because at least you're saving money. Whereas if you're constantly buying all the games that are getting all the press, you might have to get at least one game a month. That's $60 times 12, which is $720 a year. So you're gonna have to buy all the Link's Awakening, Luigi's Mansion, Death Stranding. Every time a major game comes out, you feel obligated to buy it and play it because you want to be part of the conversation. You want to be part of the meta of the video game community out there. The community that plays a lot of games and reads reviews and has opinions on which one is the best or not. I think that's more of a video game enthusiast and less of a gamer. It's kind of like the difference between a retro gamer and a retro game collector. The collectors know a lot about a lot of different games, but they don't necessarily have deep knowledge, deep experiential knowledge about games because they don't play them that much. Overall, I think we should take our happiness into our own hands more. Instead of relying upon other people to bring us happiness and spending money, use the games we have. Play them a lot more. And that's what I've been doing. I've been playing World of Warcraft a lot. I don't pay for the subscription. I buy the game time tokens with in-game gold. So I'm saying this as a person that wants to see gamers spend less money and be more happy. Well, thank you for joining me on another video. Have a great day.